What is going on, my family? Your boy is back, and here we are going to talk about the Shenmue anime that had just been released this past weekend. Now, the first episode that was released this past weekend was called Thunderclap. So there's going to be 13 episodes, and the first episode was released this past weekend, so we're going to talk about that. Now, before we get into the talking, I gave this video a little bit of time. I wanted to give it a couple of days so everyone can, watch the anime and, not get spoiled by what I'm going to have to say. So if you have not watched the first episode, I apologize if I put any spoilers out there. It is what it is, but if you are a hardcore Shenmue fan, you should already know what to expect. So what I want to talk about in this video here is I'm going to review the first episode of the Shenmue anime, and I'm just going to talk about things such as the differences between the game and the anime, what I like, what I saw that I didn't see in the games, and stuff like that. So first of all, I'm going to start by the anime. It is amazing. It's stunning. If you are a hardcore diehard Shenmue fan, you need to watch it. You need to watch it because it is really fun. It's exciting, and it will get you hooked in. Now, it was only 30 minutes. I felt that it should have been an hour, but it is what it is. We'll take it. It's going to be on every week, so that's enough for me. It starts out basically how Shenmue 2 ended, so that was kind of a different twist right there, and then it goes into the anime. Now, one thing about the Shenmue anime is that there were a lot of prequel scenes that you're going to see in the Shenmue anime that you did not see in the original Shenmue games. Now, if you go back to the first Shenmue game, it basically just shows Ryu Hazuki running to the Hazuki family house, and the story just starts. But here, you got a lot of prequel scenes going on, and one thing I like about these prequel scenes is that it kind of explains what Ryu does, and that is that he goes into martial arts tournaments, he trains, and also too that there were other characters that were not seen in the games that in this anime, or you can kind of say that other people that Ryu knew around Yokosuka. You know what I'm saying? So that was pretty amazing. That was pretty fun, and I actually liked that. That was one of the main things that I was really wanting to witness. What was up with the fighting tournament thing? And we got our answers. Basically, this is what Ryu does. He likes to train. It's one of his hobbies. And another thing I loved about the anime version of Ryu Hazuki is his attitude, is his aggressiveness. He is very aggressive in this anime. Not only that, Ryu actually, he actually acts like he has feelings. He actually acts like he cares about people, in the anime. Like, Ryu Hazuki in the games is pretty kind of like nonchalant, pretty, he's just like, Ryu in the games, he seemed like he's just bored with everything. But this Ryu in the anime, Ryu is more aggressive. He has lots of energy, cocky, all of that stuff. So you would definitely love Ryu Hazuki's attitude and his mindset in this anime when you start to watch it. Now, the fight scenes that were in the anime were pretty quick. Me and my homeboys were actually talking about it, how the fight scenes were basically just one punch, one and done. So basically, I think that's the approach that they're going to take. One punch, someone goes down, but if you go up against a stronger opponent, it's going to take more than one. So I think that's how, they're going to take this as the approach, but who knows? Maybe in future episodes, the fight scenes may get faster, may get more lengthier. So we have yet to figure out. But in the first episode, fight scenes were very fast. They were satisfying, but they were very fast. They got to the point. And the main fight scene, which was Landy versus Iwao Hazuki, very different from that of the original Shenmue game version. The original Shenmue game version was just basically masterpiece. It was almost on Hong Kong film level. And one of the things about the game version is that every strike, every attack that Iwao did, you wanted to know what was going to happen next. You were glued in it. The suspense was there. And when Landy hit him with the roundhouse kick, you was like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? In the anime, it's not like that. It's basically, you know, it's basically 1, 2, 3 snap, you know, and then Landy, you know, gets the victory. But they do make up for it in a sense that if you watch it, one thing that they will do is that, number one, Ryu Hazuki actually witnesses Landy committing the final blow on Iwao. Now, the original Shenmue game, we did not see Ryu witness the final blow. Ryu was not in the scene when Landy did it. Ryu is actually in the scene when Landy delivers the final blow to his father. So that was a crucial difference right there, because now Ryu is witnessing it, and that could be the start of his torment, and that could be the start of wanting him to get revenge. Also, too, Ryu's scuffle with Landy is how he gets the scar. We did not see that in the original Shenmue game. We did not see him actually get that scar from Landy in the original Shenmue game, but here they made it well known that this is where he got that scar. So it is almost like a constant reminder where that scar came from Ryu. And like I said in a previous Shenmue Anime video that I did like a month ago, there's blood. So not a lot of blood, not like your normal anime would have a lot of gory stuff going on, but there is blood, there is violence to a certain extent. I really don't like to use that word, but it's very aggressive. It's very aggressive. And another fight scene too is the fight scene in the Buita Park. It was very changed up, and I really kind of liked it, because the thing about it is that his interaction with Nozomi is much better than it was in the games. Not only that is Ryu and Nozomi, they joke around a lot. Ryu laughs and all of that. So, and one of the other things about that is how they show that they care for each other. Ryu clearly shows that he cares for her. The joking around when he says, looks like you're the one that's hungry and stuff like that. We didn't see that in the original Shenmue games. Also, too, when they were trying to find out who Landy and the Chiyumen was, they went to the Chinese restaurant, and Nozomi was with him. So I kind of really liked that. I forgot to tell that to my homeboys. That was one thing that also really stood out, is how Nozomi was actually with him in that Chinese restaurant when they were explaining who Landy and the Chiyumen were. Of course, in the games, it was just Ryu all by himself. So, they really did a lot of switching up, and a lot of it was for the best, for the better, for the anime anyway. And another thing that I also didn't see was the little girl scene with her and the cat and all of that, but we still may see that. I didn't see it in the anime, but we still may see it, because it was one of those things in the game where you could do it multiple times. So we still may see that. Now, I want to talk about Ryu's father, Iwao Hazuki, for just a little bit. So Iwao was kind of like this guy. It's just basically, he's a stand straight type of guy. And basically what I mean by that is, he's a guy, basically when he opens up his mouth, it's just, he just basically gets straight to the point, and that's it. He tells Ryu things, and a lot of times Ryu doesn't understand, but Ryu is going to understand after the events that would just happen between Ryu, Iwao, and Landy. His father's words are slowly gonna start to understand to him. And with Iwao Hazuki, another thing about it is, I kind of figured that Iwao was going to be the way he was in the anime. With Iwao Hazuki, he was also kind of like, you can kind of tell that he was very lenient, but during their training, Iwao, I think he was somewhat very strict on Ryu. And of course, we see Iwao and Yamaguchi-san, they were hanging out with each other. And if you go back to the original Shenmue games, Yamaguchi-san actually says that they always used to hang out and drink sake together. So, when I seen that, I thought of that scene in the original Shenmue game where, Yamaguchi-san was talking to Ryu and telling him how close he and his father were. So I like that about the anime. They kind of put that in there to kind of be like, oh, I remember that he said that in the original game. So I kind of like that as well. Now I want to talk about Chai and the final fight between Ryu and Chai. So there were a lot of changes here. I think Chai is going to be like the X Factor probably for the next 3 episodes. Chai is probably going to be the X Factor because, he confronts Ryu at the dojo and they have a brawl. Now, in the original game, the first time you saw Chai was at the arcade. But now it's going to be at Hazuki's own dojo. And basically, Chai was there all along when the whole skirmish between Awal and Lan Di was even happening. He was there all along. He listened in. So he's also searching for the mirror for Lan Di. And also too, I think this kind of goes for both anime and games. It kind of seems like, I always thought that Chai was actually a part of the gang. I don't think Chai is. I think Chai is just he's just this person that's just obsessed with Lan Di, is trying to get in Lan Di's good favor, and by retrieving the mirror for Lan Di, I think Chai is that type of guy that just hopes Lan Di takes him in. I honestly don't think Lan Di even knows who Chai is. I really don't. I think Chai is just one of those guys who wants to be a follower and just wants to be a part of whatever Lan Di's got going on. I'm starting to kind of get that feeling from Chai that I don't think Lan Di even knows who the hell he is. But with Chai in the dojo, they have a fight, and it was basically, like I said, it was kind of like a 3-minute thing. Ryu actually gets the advantage in the fight, and Chai actually runs away. And then, of course, Fukusan comes in. And one of the things about it, too, another thing that I really did like about the anime is how they involve the police. Like in the original game, there was no mention of the cops. So a couple of times in the anime, the cops actually came to the Hazuki house once, and then they were almost ready to call the cops again. So the fact that they involved the police to give it, a more, I guess you could say, to give it a more diverse, realistic feel, that was pretty cool too. But the final battle with Chai kind of left me kind of knowing that we're gonna see Chai again. Maybe in the next episode, I'm thinking we may see Chai. If not the next episode, we're definitely going to see him in the 3rd and 4th episodes. Because, in the original Shenmue game, Chai does come out when Ryu meets Kui-chan and Master Chen. So, who knows how that's going to go down. And I think there's one other time that we also see Chai before Ryu and Chai actually fight again at the end. So, like I said, Chai is going to be the X Factor for the next couple of episodes, so it's going to be kind of interesting to see what goes on with him. He's clearly going to be following Ryu, shit like that, so we're just going to have to see, what they're going to be doing with Chai, but he's definitely an X Factor when it comes to this anime. Now, like I said before, the first episode of the anime is stunning. It is, it's got me wanting to look at the rest of them. I can't wait. It's going to be on every week, every Saturday night. So basically what I'm going to do is, instead of just doing a review every week, so now I'm going to just, wait every couple of episodes and then kind of do a review on what's going on. So here, this is the first review of the first episode. That was pretty much all what I got to say. I tried my hardest not to super spoil anything, but if you have not seen the anime yet, go and see this anime, man. The shit is great. It's fun. If you're a hardcore Shenmue fan, die-hard Shenmue fan, you will definitely love it. If you're an anime fan, you will definitely love it. It's not your average gory anime. It's not your average animated nudity type of anime. As a matter of fact, it's not even like that. The Shenmue anime is kind of, it's story driven with depth and suspense. I think that's where the Shenmue anime really shines at. Depth, story, and suspense. So hardcore Shenmue fans and anime fans, they should love this. Like I said, it's every week. I feel like it should have been 60 minutes instead of 30, but every week, 30 minutes. Hey, it's lots of fun. And the thing about it is too, we don't know what the deep future holds, but it could be one of those type of things where the Shenmue anime may have like a universal cross with the game. In my opinion, that's just me, because we all have our opinions about this, but I think it may be kind of like a Star Wars thing that could go down with the anime and with the Shenmue games. Now, who knows? Maybe this whole Shenmue, this 13 episode thing, will lead into Shenmue 4. Who knows? But you know what? This is the great master Yu Suzuki we talking about. So he's one of the masters at making good twists and good plots. So, like I said before, man, this has got me ready for the future. Can't wait for the next episode. And that's pretty much all what I got with that first Shenmue anime episode, which was called Thunderclap. Like I said, it looks good. The animation is very good. Like I said, the characters, pretty much every character that we know from the game is there. There were also new characters. I guess the characters that were missing were probably like the little characters. Like I said, the little girl and the cat, they weren't in there, but I guess we can still see them. But I know there's more characters to come. So like I said, I just can't wait for the next episode, and this is only the beginning. So if you guys have seen the Shenmue anime already, let me know how y'all feel. What are your thoughts and what are your feelings? Put them in the comments section below so we can get a conversation started. And if you have not seen the Shenmue anime, go see it. You know what I'm saying? Or be ready for the next episode coming up this weekend, because it is really some fun stuff that is going on. It is great to be a Shenmue fan right now, because we are just getting Shenmue stuff left and right. Now we've got games, we've got anime, we've got action figures, we've got tons of sites. We've got Shenmue Twitter, we've got a Shenmue Facebook, Shenmue Discord. Shenmue is everywhere, and that's what we want. We want Shenmue to be everywhere, and we're getting that. So make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe for more of this real talk Shenmue shit. Like I said before, man, go and watch this anime. It is super fresh. God bless. I will holler at y'all in the next video. I am out. My name is Demetrius. Peace.